Hi guys, I put up a post on this car recently, Mazda CX-5 on Instagram, and a friend of mine said to me, what does this mean? What are you pointing at saying, oh dear? I'll show you in a second what I was pointing at saying, oh dear. But what the problem is this car has been with someone else to get a DPF assessment done, or some DPF chap which is not part of the DPF doctor network. The man left it into me, paid him a couple of €100, and the garage lad or DPF chap said, it's fixed, it's resolved. What is a DPF? A DPF is just a filter that's in your exhaust catching soot from getting out into the atmosphere. It doesn't want it going out there. Each and every car manufacturer puts in a little setup in order for the car or the vehicle to clean the DPF itself according to that soot getting high. Call it soot loading. According to that building up, it does a thing called a regeneration. Regeneration burns off the soot and puts the DPF back clean again. If you have a DPF blocked, the question is not about getting it cleaned. It's about why is it blocked in the first place, okay? Why is the car not cleaning its own filter? Now, what am I going showing on this? I'm showing on this, probably should have the camera the other way around, but I'm showing on this what's actually happening in other places and why I was saying, oh dear, okay? We had a P2002 DPF catalyst system below efficiency threshold, as in the DPF is not doing its job. It's not stopping that particulate from getting out into the environment. And why? Because this other DPF chap was meant to be at it. Okay, right, what I was saying, oh dear, about. Hopefully I don't have a headlight on my head. We look up here. This is a diesel particulate filter. Someone got a big drill bit or a hole saw, and they drilled a hole in the end of it, and then drilled a hole through the DPF, and lo and behold, bada bing, bada boom, problem fixed. No, problem not fixed. It got rid of that soot that was building up on top of the DPF. Because there was a hole drilled through it, got rid of that back pressure, so the car could breathe again and go. Now I have on this one fixed what was wrong with it, but with an exhaust camshaft was worn, and I had an injector that was leaking carbon build-up getting into the crankcase and all that stuff that you don't want to know about. All I'm talking about is DPF issues today. Right, I went along then and I bought a second-hand DPF. Okay, so I'm buying a second-hand DPF. You'd say, oh geez, we're away. It's great, we got a second-hand one. There's a little cover on the very, very end of it. And because of these little bends here, I pulled off the cover, and I pulled off the cover to have a look. And what did I see when I pulled it off? Someone else at the same crack. Let's drill it out of it. So after paying nearly €500 for that thing, that is no better than what I have up there. Yeah, that's just it. That's telling you what I was recording the last day. DPF being drilled out of this one, DPF being drilled out of that one. After spending €500 on it, there's the big box that it came in, and having to start again. The long and short of fixing a DPF issues is not drilling a hole in it, and it's not just to get it cleaned. It needs to be assessed, as in a DPF assessment, all right? Part of the DPF doctor network, just give it a shout if you want an assessment done to see why it's actually blocking in the first place, and what's the cause, what's the fixing of it, okay? Fix them right, don't drill holes in them. Talk to you all next cartoon.